Welcome back, folks. Tonester here, back with another replay, this time in the 430, and this is not an awesome game, but it shows what the 430 can do in the right situation and the right hands. I've talked to the Irish dummy right in front of me, and we become random teammates that really help each other out, and I asked him to be careful up here, and he has agreed to do that. And I said I would give him a shout out because he plays pretty well himself. And staying alive, when there's only two of you, you got to stay alive, right? And so I have the better armor than he does. And so I'm going to go up here up front and try and give some help and support to him. He tracks this guy for me, and we're able to put a shot into him. Now, you see how I turned my hull there to where he really did not have a shot on anything? And we're just going to play this. You're going to see a lot of bounces, and the reason you're going to see bounces is twofold. One is the M103 never commits, and two is that was a little over-angled side scrape there. And two is that we're able to outplay these guys that are lower tier than us. So we are outnumbered here. I didn't expect to see that Scorpion G, but I was at such an angle that it was okay. So I know that the M103 is fired, right? So I'm side scraping out, and we're not going to give anything to that Scorpion G to shoot. And as we pull back in such a way that the M103 does not have a shot. Now, this is kind of a pivotal place in the game. Of course, we get a nice ammo rack there, 1100 damage, so that doesn't hurt the score. But mostly, I'm trying to show you that this thing can brawl like a boss. And us having, they had 1, 2, 3, 4 tanks up here, including a tier 9 heavy, and we were able to win this engagement because we used our armor. I've already blocked 3,200 damage, and it looks like that M103's had enough. As soon as I hit him, he left, which is really odd. I mean, he's in a friggin' heavy, right? So I know that the Scorpion G was not looking at me, so I go ahead and put a shot into him. And I'm here trying to help Irish, but he does the right thing and kills the enemy. And that overmatch up on the hill really helped us. And this M103 is clueless. Look at him. Look how long it takes him to figure out what to do. So this, that hit the dirt, went under his tank or something. And we're going to ram him because we just do not have any respect for him whatsoever. And see how Irish is keeping him tracked? That's fantastic. So that's pretty much the end of the game. We don't really get any more damage, but it shows you how the maneuverability of this thing combined with the great turret armor and the okay hull armor really make this thing an incredible brawler, and me being an idiot ran into the back of somebody, go figure. But I think what I'll do maybe is I will come back through and break down my moves as I'm playing the game, because it's so maneuverable that a lot of times I can't keep up with the commentary to say exactly what I'm doing unless I pause things. So let's come back and do that. For those of you that have seen all that you wanted to see, it's only a second class, and we ended up with 4,500 damage, but I want to go back through and kind of take people through the brawling aspects of this tank. Also, I did have another game that was a first class, but it was falling back and shooting at enemies and falling back, just kiting enemies to get damage, and it ended up winning us the game. I may put that up just for kicks, but this is a much more representative of what this tank can do. But you've got to gain the skills to do that. So we'll see you in just a minute. Okay, we're back, and my first move is you'll see me turn my tracks to the left a little bit. And the reason I do that is because I want to give this guy a side scrape angle so that he does not have my lower plate, because he's got an auto loader, right? So I do that, and as I do that, I take a snapshot. Now, when he's poking me, I'm turning in so that when he comes around, he has to come way around to see my lower plate, because that's about all he can really pin, right? In fact, he gets tracked, and we pull out and make kind of not a super good poke. Okay, and here we are again. We're turning sideways, so all he sees is my upper plate and my side armor. So he would have to pin cupola or pull out more in order to hit my side. Okay. So we bait that shot, and we're trying to bait a shot out of this M103. Okay. So that does not work. So we side scrape back out. Same thing. And we are instantly... doggone, I don't... Okay. We are instantly in a side scrape position. Sorry about that. I'm not super good at doing this. So I know that M103 is going to back down, right? So I want to get a shot on this Carnarvon. So we're going to back up and give him a side scrape angle. And that's exactly what we do. But this Progetto comes out, and he puts a shot into me because I'm over angled for him. Or maybe he hit my lower plate there. It's possible he did. Could he have hit my upper plate? So we're going to pull out and just look off this M103. And now we're pulling out. But see how, if you're looking from their direction, all you're seeing is upper plate and lower plate at an extreme angle. Okay? So let's continue. And we're able to put a shot into the enemy tank. So here, I turn my tracks in again because I know he's going to aim for my lower plate. And I turn just in time. And I also turn my turret towards him. So I know I've got a little bit of time, and I screw this up a little bit, but same thing. We're showing turret and side armor. And then as soon as that happens, when I pull back here, I pull back so that my upper plate is really widely angled, and I'm aimed at him. And he takes the bait, and we end up bouncing another shot. Here, I just pull forward because I want to make sure and retract this guy for my teammate. And I don't mind if I take some damage there. Looks like that might have been HE or something. I don't know. Or maybe he doesn't have the top gun. So we come out. We're side scraping yet again. And see, if you see this angle, all he sees is my turret and the side of my tank. And we're able to push him off. So now I see that he's backing down the hill, and it looks like he's going way down the hill. So I'm going to take a chance here, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to side scrape. As it turns out, we don't really side scrape because the Scorpion G is looking the other way. And at this point, I just want to assist my teammate, and therefore we do not really use our angling. Okay? And of course, you guys know I love to kill Artie. So in this next engagement, we ram this guy because we've got almost all of our health, and I want to keep him side on and tracked if at all possible. So we do track him, and we put a shot into his side, and then of course this is just farming because the T-54 does a great job of keeping his armor in front of the enemy tank. And let me show you why that matters. The way this guy's turret is turned, he's aimed uphill, this M103. And so all he has shots on is the turret of that T-54. So he's just hitting him to retrack him while he waits for his reload to hit him in the side and kill him. So if he hadn't killed him, I would have. So I think that's the game, basically, for you guys. It is. And so we'll go take a quick look at the after-action report. I hope that helps Flea and, of course, anyone else looking at the Object 430. Okay, not a super exciting result, guys, but a second class. We did get the steel wall. We got 1 pond. We were on top of the team for damage and also XP. We ended up with 1,004 XP and 4,400 damage. Irish dummy ended up second for XP with 2,100 damage. 3 kills. And this is just the big number here, 3,200 blocked. Okay, so look at how many shots those guys took at us in order to try and kill us, that Irish could take free shots with. And also I was keeping at least 3 guys busy most of that game. So I did my job as a top tier. That tank is insanely good. So if you're looking for a brawling medium, that's the one to go to, but you do need to learn how to use it. So appreciate you guys watching. Hope I catch you on the next one, and I hope you guys are subscribed. We'll see you later.